ようこそばんさいチャンネルへ。今回もスターフィールドの追加をプレイしていこうじゃないか。さて、親玉とご対面だな。こいつかデルガド。
So, now that we are all here, it's time to get down to business. The two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say they won't be joining us ever again. Neighbor's willing to put her neck on the line and vouch for you, which means you've got what it takes to join the Crimson Fleet.
おう、期待は裏切らない。ネイバーにはひどい目に遭わされた。彼女が保証してくれるだろう。金が欲しいだけだ。保証してくれるだろうな。
If dealing with the Ragana was at the limit of your capabilities, then you have a serious problem on your hands.
おう、
You are already in too deep to quit. And I can promise you, it only gets more difficult from here.
それは楽しみだ。
Let's get started here. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, you're in it for the long haul. No one quits. No one retires. The only way out is death. You stay loyal or you pay the consequences. Fleet before friends. Fleet before family. Fleet before yourself.
わかったボス。命令されるのは好きじゃない。朝食より紅の艦隊が優先だ。はやめてくれ。ゆっくり寝たい。なぜ海賊の組織にはここまで掟が多いんだ？
Of course we have rules. If you think the Crimson Fleet was built on a lawless dream, think again. Our influence, our money, our respect comes from meticulous planning and every last soul in the fleet following my orders to the letter. That is why you need to learn to place the fleet before everything.
その席はよだれ者だな。わかったボス。朝食より紅の艦隊が優先だ。やめてくれ。
Hey, if you've got a problem, I can decorate that wall behind you with your brains. I could use a little color if you ask me.
It's all right, neighbor. I admire this rook's backbone. Takes a lot of guts to crack jokes with the threat of death staring them in the face.
それはどう
When
も
we get on with this, I want to get drunk at the last Nova.
I'm impressed. That is the first intelligent thing you have said this entire time, Max. Since you two seem so eager to move forward, let's get to your next job. Pack your cold weather gear, rooks. Where we are going, you're going to need it.
Oh, God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvarol for another one of your little initiation runs. 10 Johns to the surface, 12 dead rooks. You'd think by now you would have given up on that goddamn campfire story.
Crix's legacy is no story, neighbor. We've got fresh eyes in the fleet. And if these two want to impress, they're going to help me search those ruins.
I hope you're right, Dale. That new code we grabbed for the lot cost us a ton of credits. And a decent captain.
This initiation,
仲間意識はある
as
ようだ
neighbor
な。
calls it, is your chance to see where it all began. On Suvorov with Jasper Crix. Crix led the riots that gave birth to the Crimson Fleet. And if his legacy is still out there, we're going to be the ones to find it.
クリックスの遺産のことをもう少し教えてほしい。
Before Crix left the fleet, he left a message talking about a major score. One that would set up the fleet to be a big player in the settled systems. Somewhere down the line, they started calling it Crix's legacy. And everyone who's tried to find it has wound up empty-handed, missing, or dead. If we're gonna beat those odds, we'll first need a lead. And I would wager we will find one on Suvorov.
Dale's leaving out the best part. That this whole search is based on a handful of words on a very old slate. Crix left a lot of big talk on that recording. And not a lot of facts. Some of us believe in it more than others.
もはや伝説だな。
Don't listen to her. When we get our hands on Crix's legacy, the fleet will be operating at a completely different level. We will become more than a match for UC's death.
おお、我々は止められなくなる。野心的すぎるようだ。さっさと始めよう。ネイバーの言う通り、クリックスの遺産が実在しないとしたら、紅の艦隊は UC 防衛システムからさらに狙われないか。もしなかったらどうする？
Listen to the words that I am saying. The legacy is real. You will find that out in due time, provided you're willing to put in the work. Nothing worth having ever comes easy.
だといいがな。さっさと始めよう。
Sounds like someone wants to get down to business. Okay, enough discussion. We have got a lot of work to do. To that end, the next stop is the lock. I've had Jazz feed the coordinates into your ship's computer. Since Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me. I'll see you down there, Rook. Don't keep me waiting.
承知した。おー、クレジットやったー。じゃあ行こうか。多分入会したら、UC のことを言うんだろうな。じゃあここか。ちょっと待った。ここだわ。来たぞ。
About time you got here.
I told you you were wasting your time, Del.
ボスをあまり待たせないクレイには賢い。
Good. Keep it that way, and we will get along. And Mathis, I am running things around here, so keep your mouth shut. You got that?
Fine.
All right. Listen up, because I am only going to go through this once. We are here to dig up any info about Grix's legacy. We are not here to scrap for loot. Whatever you pick up, don't think, don't get creative, bring it straight to me.
簡単そうだ。これは時間の無駄だ。心配するな。マシスに考える能力はない。具体的にはどのを探している？なぜロックでクリックスにさの情報を探す？心配するな。考える能力はない。
If that was supposed to be a joke, I am not laughing.
Don't worry about laughing, Delgado. It'll be a goddamn laugh riot when I split open his head with a crowbar.
All right, that's enough.
リーダー大変だね。
Fly with the Crimson Fleet, then you need to follow one simple rule. When you're on a job, you do exactly what I say. No questions asked. If that doesn't work, just say so, and I will leave you on this ice ball without a ship. You will be dead within hours.
Yeah.
わかった。怒鳴っていたのはマシスだ。わかった。でもただ働きは好きじゃない。
Smartest thing you've said all day.
If I hear one more thing from either of you about getting paid for this job, I will put a bullet in your head myself. We have a lot of ground to cover between the library and the lock, so let's get moving.
で、どこに行くんだ？ロックの入り口でデルガトと合流する。どのぐらいだろう？あ、近い。なるほど。おや。重力はほぼない。なんだ、また片付かないのか？なるほど。じゃあここには結構宇宙生物が潜んでるんだな。ほらよ。こんなところか。さっさとしてくれ。ここがロック。元独房の場所か。あとは頼んだよ。さてこっちか。まったく。虫どもがうるさいな。さてここでいいかな。いけ。何をやっている？ロックの外部ドアでデルガトと話す。
Here we are. The place where Jasper Griggs laid the groundwork for finding the legacy and eventually the Crimson Fleet. The lock.
準備はできた。中に何があるかわからない。ジャスパー・クリックスはどれくらいいた？記憶を呼び覚ましたい。ロックとは準備はできたぞ。
Yeah, he needs to get this thing open like right now. It's freezing out here.
ヘルメットかぶったら
Crank up your suit heat, Mathis, because it's probably not going to get much better once we are inside. All right, let's keep moving. Standing out here isn't doing us any good.
開けてくれ。
This ID card cost a small fortune. Let's hope it pays off.
お、開いた。
We are in. First time I've been inside this part of the lock, so keep your eyes open. See anything unusual? Call it out. If it's hostile, take it down.
確かにな。
How many people did the UC stick down here now?
A couple of hundred. It's better than trying to survive on the surface.
Not much better. Even with the heating on, this place looks like a goddamn dump.
Now you know why the prisoners got fed up and looked to Cricks to lead them out of here.
And that's how the Crimson Fleet began. Yeah, we've all heard the story.
だから遺産を取ってこいって言って放り出すよりはまだマシだな。こいつもついてくるからな。早くしてくれ。なるほど。一体を制圧する。
Would you imagine being stuck under a ton of ice like this for the rest of your life?
どうだろうな。
Yeah, sure. Must have been awful. Better them than us, though, am I right?
Wait, shut up a second. Did you hear that?
さて何が出てくるかな。またこいつらが。ああ、宇宙戦争とはな。レベルアップ。まったく宇宙の海賊になったから今度は宇宙戦争か。あとはデルガトと話す。
Must be a nest. I bet these things are crawling all over the place.
なら巣を燃やすぞ。
Yeah, and their buddies probably heard us firing from about a kilometer away. Hallelujah.
どうも度胸がないようだな。
If we weren't on this job with Delgado, I'd drop you for saying that.
Enough already. I should have known better than to bring both of you at the same time. Now let's see. Looks like we are inside some sort of prisoner transfer area, but everything is locked down tight. Since you are such good friends, why don't you and Mathis head up to the control room and see if you can get some more of these doors open?
やれやれ。のんきに座ってるぞあいつら。まったくこいつと一緒とはね。おっと。
Damn it. This ice and rock must be several meters thick. God damn it, we're cut off.
なんだ、怖いのか？
Can you hear me? Del! Shit. There's no way we're getting through here. Well, this is just great. The hell are we supposed to do now?
さっさと別口を見つけるぞ。その計画通りにやろう。瓦礫を崩せるかもしれない。黙れ、考える時間がいる。その計画通りにやろう。
The plan? Who gives a shit about the plan? Let's face it, we're on our own now.
では、デルガノの命令に従い続けよう。まずこの場所から脱出する方法を探さないと。何か新しい計画があるならいいが、そうは見えない。デルガノが私たちを試していると思うか？では、デルガノの命令に従い続けよう。
Why? Because that's what his loyal little soldiers are supposed to do? The hell with that. I have a better plan.
なんだ
We use this opportunity to take out Delgado, and at the same time, make some serious credits for ourselves.
おやおや、話を聞こう。デルガドを裏切る気はない。そんなことを言うなら撃った方が良さそうだな。どうやって倒すつもりだ？本気か今これをやるのか？話を聞こう。
I had a feeling you'd be on board. Okay, here's my plan. Let's pretend for a second Delgado's correct, and there's information here about Crix's legacy. Once we get rid of him, we'll dig up the garbage ourselves and sell whatever we find to Neva. We'll be rolling in credits.
なるほど。そんなことはさせない。乗った今のところ。これでデルガドに忠誠心を保たれていないとどうしてわかる？クレナの艦隊に一生追いかけられたいのか？その情報は彼女が支払ってくれた額よりも価値がないか？そんなことはさせないな。
Oh, fine. Suit yourself. You know, for a second there, I was almost starting to respect you. Now, let's find a way out of here.
お前の口車には乗らないよ。
I guess that's one way through.
ん？気のせいか？まだあいつには利用価値があるからな。これもらって。セキュリティ管理、封鎖オーバーライト。ダメか。メッセージ、メッセージ。これか。危なかったけど無事だ。仕事始めには最高だ。崩壊を警告してくれ助かった。なぜ驚いている？仕事始めには最高だ。へへへ。
We have obviously been cut off, so I need you to do two things. First, I want you to keep looking for a way to open the rest of the doors down here. Otherwise, I'm not going anywhere. And second, try and dig up whatever you can about Jasper Cricks. You both got that?
わかった。ここで待っていようか？ここからどうやってドアを開ける？ジャスパークリックスに関して役立つ情報かどうかどうしたらわかる？
I'll make it easy for you. If you find anything that says Cricks or Legacy, you grab it.
ずいぶん単純だな。はあ。どうやってドアを開ける？
Dios mío. Do I have to explain absolutely everything to the two of you? You're standing in the control room for this part of the facility. Look for a switch or a terminal or make a wish. I don't care. Just hurry.
わかったよ。
Yeah, you'd better. And tell Mathis not to get any bright ideas, or I will gut him myself.
ほう。ある程度は想像できてたらしいな。デルガドのためにドアを開ける。これか。あ、これしかないよな。封鎖オーバーライト。OK。開けたぞー。
Attention. Lockdown mode has been rescinded.
ここで撃った方がいいか？じゃあこっちかな。よし。
Right. Huh. What's that over there? Looks like there's a guard tower overlooking the cell block. We should check it out.
あんた意外と頑丈だな。おっ。さて、あそこまでどう行くか。 ほっ。よっと。届かない。あなた頼むぞ、マシス。私は先を急ぐ。この上、こっと危ない。やれやれ、ウジ虫どもが多いな、ここは。頑張れよ、マーシス。あとはここか。なんだ？この話を持ち出すのをやめろ。二人とも殺されるぞ。それについて今話したくない。そもそもデルガドに近づけない。何の話だったっけ？
Don't act stupid. I'm talking about off and Delgado and getting paid by Neva for the info on Crix.
そもそもデルガドに近づけない。
Well, maybe we won't have to.
You
saw it back there. Those things, whatever they were, they've probably ripped him to shreds by now. Did the job for us. And if they haven't, we can still handle the job. We just have to get our hands a little dirty. Wouldn't be the first time, am I right?
ギャングスター、金持ちにはなりたいが死んでしまってはクレジットは使えない。いや、マーシス、利用される気はない。情報を見つけなければその結果が意味がない。検討はするが約束をする気はない。デルガダは仲間を連れていないのか。金持ちになりたいが死んでしまったらクレジットは使えないな。
If you want to come in second place your entire life, suit yourself. We'll play it your way for now. So now that we've made it to the guard tower, what's our next move, genius?
泥棒、彼の毒を見つけて隠された情報を探す。
Been in a few slams yourself, I see. Okay, I'll follow your lead.
さて、ここでこいつを殺しといた方が良さそうだが、多分まだ不死属性がついてんだろうな。じゃああっちか。これか。囚人記録。アウクゼラスと量違う。発送これか。ジャスパーなんとか、ジャスパーなんとか。ねえ。まあいい。
Cell D03118. Okay. It's a place to start, I guess.
よくわからんが全部開けときゃいいんじゃないのか。よし。で、この下か。おっと。よいしょ。邪魔だ。頼むぞ。さて。できたー。時間かかったー。回復パックに薬物。あとは、この下？何かあそこにあるんだろうな。見えないけど。なんかまたぞ。ランプ。このデスクランプは基部が、緩んでいるようだ。そこをこじ開ける。おお。あったあった。 ジャスパークリックス本人の映像か。脱獄の日記か。なるほど、大量のクレジットということか。これか。よし。で、カーターの仕事。終わらねえや。
We get one shot at this. If we play our cards right, this gets us one step closer to that fortune that went down with the legacy.
大量のクレジットが楽しみだ。
You report any of this to the guards. Well.
これか。ドアを開ける。よし。おお。
Was this an armory? Looks like they cleared this place out.
何にもないな。
Well, well, what do we have here?
あ？
Give me a sec.
なんだこれ。
This ought to come in handy.
取られたー。何これ。すげえ。さて。おっと、なんだこりゃ。おやおや。よっと。いいね。27口径。なんだか嫌な音がする。そう。わかってるよ。やれやれ。ウジ虫ごときが私に勝てると思うなよ。さて、 あ、なんかある。アドバンスか。おほー。あ、クリックスの遺産の情報を見つけた。マシスはほとんど手を貸してくれなくて役に立たなかったが。結構気にしてたんだな。
Hey, what the hell? This is bullshit, Delgado. I help plenty.
Is that Mathis? Tell him to shut up. Deal with him later.
やれやれ。口は災いのものとは知らないようだな、マーシス。
Now, all we have to do is find a way off of this planet. Let me see. Here we go. I'm looking at schematics for the lock, and I don't think there's a way to get you back to the surface from there.
なんだと？
But I can open the outer doors to the shuttle bay and let you fly one of the shuttles down there directly up to the key.
わかった、ボス。合流して同時に帰った方が良くないか？出る前にロックの探索を済ませたい。こちらの船はどうなる？マーシスとシャトルに乗ったらどうやって帰るつもりだ？
According to the schematics, there is an emergency evacuation exit I can use to return to the surface.
なるほど。
Then it's just a quick run across the ice to my ship, and I'll probably still be you to the key.
わかった、ボス。
Good answer. You're learning fast. Okay, let me see. One of these probably opens the door.
Shuttle bay activated. Initiating the icing process. Please stand by.
ほう。
Yep, it's got it. Might take a while though. Those bay doors have not been opened in almost a century. You have done a hell of a job, Rook. We will talk when you get back to the key.
もちろんだ、ボス。
Why the hell did you lie to Delgado about me? You didn't do all this work alone.
なんだ、文句があるのか？話を変わるならずっとデルガドを殺させようとしてただろう。ああ、デルガドにあんたの企みを教えた方がいいかもな。
Oh, come on. There's no need for that.
おいおい、何弱気になってるんだ。
Maybe I could have done more of the brain work. But hey, at least I helped you take out those things, whatever the hell they were. Right? Look, about all that killing Delgado stuff, why don't we just forget about everything that I said? You know, like it never happened.
マーシス、言葉というものには責任が伴うんだよ。もう忘れた。検討しよう。いいだろう。大きな貸し一つだ。
Yeah, of course. Don't worry, I'm good for it. Now, let's get the heck out of here.
やれやれ、小物の悪党だな。他は何か面白そうなのはないな。よし。こっち側に行きゃいいんだな、じゃあ。やれやれ、ただで帰れると思ってなかったな。さて、害虫退治が終わって残ってるな。あなんだあれや聞いてないぞ。よし。やっと。頑張れよ。ほら、頑張れ。ほらほら、頑張れ頑張れ。害虫が。おっと、危ない。ひざまずけ。さて、こんなものか。なんだなんだ。おっとっとっとっと。やばそうだ。早く乗ろう。どっから乗ればいいんだ？こっちか。 なんもないぞ。はあ。あとは、クレジット。あれ。もうちょっと上かな。はいっと。よし。では行こうか。新しい母船を手に入れました。前の母船はあなたの艦隊に追加されました。今まで乗っていた艦隊の船に再乗るには、まず主要都市のシップサービス技術者のところへ行き、所有する船を見せてもらいます。そこで艦隊のすべての船を見ることができ、母船を設定で再度乗ることができます。あーったぐ。
I like my weapons like I like. Yeah?
Yeah, boss.
There you are. The hell took you so long?
It's about time. I was about to fly down and loot your bodies.
Not now, neighbor. Well, you said you found something. Hand it over.
ストレートを渡す。ああ、ありがとうというのはそう難しいか。まず支払ってくれるか。ほらよ。
That's it? Just one slate. After losing so much of our crew, it better be a map with a big red X on it. Well, I'll be damned. Legacy wasn't referring to Crix's fortune. It's the name of an actual ship. A Galbank transport probably loaded with credits.
Never heard any stories about a Gal Bank ship going down. And even if it had happened, it would have been picked clean years ago.
No, neighbor. Think. If Galbank covered it up, and over time, the location was eventually forgotten, it wouldn't be on anyone's radar.
だといいかな。
Okay, this changes things. Now that we know what we are looking for, we have to narrow the search.
あまり手がかりがないな。では遺産は本当にあったのか。クリックスがあらゆることに隠語を使わなければよかった。他の人がそのレガシー語を見つけているかもしれない。あまり手がかりはないな。
Well, that is not necessarily true.
Oh?
Let us start with what we know. It was a Galbank ship, which means the company is going to have records of where it went down. Neva, weren't you working on a deal with Rokov? Something about a big-wig charity event on one of Trident's starliners?
Are you serious? I've been working on that gig for 3 months. That's my score.
Ay, Dios mío. Will you shut up about your score and think for a second? That starliner has a Galbank VIP suite aboard, which means... Come on, Neva. This isn't hard.
Which means a Gal Bank exec will be aboard. We grab their credentials and get ourselves into the Gal Bank archives in New Atlantis. Holy shit, that might actually work. I'll send a message to Rokov right away.
Pack your bags, Rook. You're going on vacation.
Oh.
And since you've earned it, take this gun with you. Might come in handy when Rokov screws everything up as usual.
キール・バ・ハウラー。おー、いいじゃないか。新宇宙クルーズに憧れていた。自分がその仕事に向いているとは思えない。今は使い走り役になっているのか。ロコフとは何者だ？
Rokov is... well, he's Rokov. A real pain in the ass. He used to run with the fleet until we kicked him out. Lately, he has been using his long-hauling skills to captain a starliner for Trident. Gives us a contact within the company. He has been trying to get his foot back in the door with us for years. But I'm not ready to let him in just yet. Maybe you can use that to your advantage.
永遠に追放した方がいいんじゃないのか。ガルバンカーカービィには何がある？
It's not what you're thinking. It's more of an office than a bank vault. Once you're inside, you'll be able to gain access to one of their computers and find out more about the legacy.
なるほど。新宇宙クルーズに憧れていた。
Good, because that is exactly what you are going to be doing. Neighbor and I are too well known to walk around the Starliner without being recognized. If Trident Security spotted us, it'd be over. I need you to board that ship, make contact with Rokov, and get me those credentials.
承知した。引き受けよう。この仕事の報酬は別にもらっておこう。
Don't be stupid. You gotta look at the big picture. We do this right, and we are all getting paid for this job.
分け前はあるんだろう
Before
な。
you leave, I wanted you to know that I took what you said about Mathis into consideration, and I've decided to cut him from the fleet.
素晴らしい。
Honestly, I'm surprised he made it off Suvorov in one piece.
正しい決断をしたと思う。マシスのことを誤解していた。マシスはどうでもいい。クレジットな関心がある。
Fair enough. That's it then. Next stop for you is Rokov Starliner, the siren of the stars. And remember, Rokov does not need to know anything about Grixis legacy. For now, it's just between us. Now get out of here.
Hey, Rook, before you head out, I need to have a word with you. Meet me at the last Nova after you wrap things up with Mathis.
なんだ、私が引導を渡すのか。
Hell of a job you did down there, Rook.
どう
Hell
も
of。it. Shouldn't you be packing for your trip? If you have any last questions about the job, ask them now.
こいつに UC のことを教えてやりたいんだがな。この下か。さて、マシス。おい、いたいた。おい、マシス。
Hey, I want to talk to you.
なんだ
Thanks to you, Delgado's cutting me from the fleet. Well, you know what? You better get your own fleet, because I'm coming after you.
全力を尽くすならマシス。紅の簡単のために最善のことをしただけだ。脅迫する気なら無駄だ。別れを言うためだけに残ったのか。デルガドを殺すというあんたの企てを本人に教えた方が良かったか
Oh, I see. You think you're some kind of big shot, is that it?
少なくともお前よりは大きいつもりだ。
Now that you're Delgado's best buddy, yeah? Well, guess what? Your generosity is getting me kicked off the key. And that means you better watch your back.
全力を尽くすんならマシス。脅迫する気なら無駄だ。
No, I'm not gonna try and talk you into handing me over all your hard-earned credits. I'm gonna take them off your smoldering corpse. Now get the hell out of me way!
おやおや。じゃあな。あ、そういうことやばいやばいまったく、なんでこいつ殺せないんだよ。ちくしょうめ。あったく。なんであいつも切られたんだったら全然いいだろ、もう。ムカつくなー。何これ何しちゃった。
Well, it's just we were thinking. Why is it every time we go out and do a job,
あれ
it's you who ends up with all
あこれなのか普通
My friend's got a point bump.
過去の残響、ラストノバでネイバーのところへ行って話す。
Every
その
pirate in this joint.
ネイバーはどこにいるんだ Yo!
Those crabs ain't gonna steal themselves. There you are. All right, look. I've been lining up a score with that asshole Rokoff on the Siren of the Stars for months. I'm not about to let a payday slip through my fingers. So guess what? You're gonna finish the job for me.
何を言っているのか教えてくれると助かる。分け前をもらえるならやる。
Of course you'll get a cut. That's how everything works around here. Why would this be any different? Rokov's been tipping me off about some kind of bullshit charity event that the Siren of the Stars is hosting. At the event, they're gonna give away something called the Earth Savior Award, which is worth tens of thousands of credits. So it's simple. While you're on the Siren, swiping those Galbait credentials, I want you to grab that award and bring it to me.
いいだろう。不正に賞を取るものではないネイバー。正面から賞を勝ち取るべきだ。ダンブロスキーは賞に関係してるのか？
No. Dombrowski's only aboard to use the Gal Bank VIP suite, so he can catch a free ride at the company's expense. I'm sure he'll be there partying with the other spoiled brats. I guarantee he doesn't give a crap about what's going on in the event.
なるほど。その賞はそこまで価値があるのか？
From the pictures I've seen, the award is set with 12 blue diamonds and covered in gold filigree.
なるほど。
If I get jazzed to take it apart, I can turn it into a hell of a lot of cash. And best of all, the components become untraceable.
不正に賞を取るものではないわ。正面から賞を勝ち取るべきだ。
Yeah, very funny. You're hilarious. You should stand up on the bar here and start telling more jokes. This crowd would eat it up. Look, you can make all the jokes and excuses you want. But if you don't come back with the ES award, I'm gonna deduct it from your pay. Either way, I
わ
get
か
my
ったよ。
money. How much you walk away with is in your own hands. Got it?
トロフィーを持ち帰ろう。
Then it's settled. Good. All right, Rook, we're done here. Now, get your ass to the siren and bring me my goods.
承知した。なぜ私はルーキーと呼ばれ続ける？
Because that's exactly what you are. A rookie, a newbie, fresh meat. Beneath all of that inexperience, I'm sure you have an actual name. But honestly, no one gives a damn. So get used to hearing that word. Until you earn your stripes, you're a rook to everyone in the fleet.
承知した。
Hit me up if you got questions.
ないよ。さて、じゃあ次は太陽星か。ここか。やあ、司令官。
You're back. So how did it go?
紅の艦隊への潜入に成功した。この計画がうまくいくはずだ。紅の艦隊への潜入に成功したが考え直すことにした。この茶番はもう終わりにして出ていきたい。監視していなかったのか。なぜ驚いている？
Frankly, it's because we've never gotten this far before. The last agent I sent to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet ended up in a morgue on New Atlantis.
監視していなかったのか？
Even with our best intelligence equipment, we can monitor very little from the vigilance. We can pick up local communications chatter and use long-range scans to see where you travel. But when you're on the ground, you're on your own. We get too close, we not only expose ourselves to an attack, but we might blow your cover. And that could get everyone killed. Then things are moving forward. Perfect.
Nice job, Rook.
I was certain
どこでも私はルーキーか。
but never. She's a sharp one. Overcoming her scrutiny is no small matter. Did you discover anything worth reporting yet?
デルガダは失われた財宝を積んでいたレガシーというガルバンクの船を探している。この情報は私も大丈夫か？なぜデルガドを欺けると思う？
If the intelligence I've read is accurate, Delgado is a charismatic leader, but a bit short on judgment. That's why you want to stay on his good side and stay away from Neva. She's shrewd, and she sniffed out everything we've thrown her way.
なるほど。この情報は私も大丈夫か？
I understand your concern, but you can rest assured that every member of this crew has been thoroughly vetted by both myself and Lieutenant Toft. Any information that you turn over will not be leaving this ship until it's fully encrypted and encoded. I give you my word.
デルガダは失われた財宝を積んでいたレガシーというガルバンクの船を探している。
Legacy. Why does that sound familiar? Wait a moment. Are you telling me Delgado may have actually located Crix's legacy?
I suppose it's possible, sir. Intelligence picked up a bit of chatter on that subject recently. We assumed it was some sort of tall tale or a story to attract recruits to their cause.
おそらく本当の話だ。本当かどうかはともかくデルガダを信じている。いいか、その情報はデルガダと共に行動して掴んだ。本当かどうかはともかくデルガダを信じている。
Well, let's find out if Delgado's chasing ghosts, or he's smarter than we suspect. Let me see what we have here. Nope. There are no records of a Gal Bank transport named the Legacy in the database. I think Delgado's trying to manipulate you. What do you think, sir?
I think there's no record because Gal Bank is hiding something. Delgado's no fool. If he risked his own neck to get that information, then he must be onto something. We have to take this seriously. What's your next move?
スターライナーに乗り込んでガルバンクアーカイブの文章を盗まなくては。なぜガルバンクが何かを隠していると思う？
Can you imagine the amount of embarrassment Gal Bank would have to endure if they listed a lost transport in the ship registry? Doesn't matter if that ship went down 5 or 500 years ago. If news gets out that a bank has misplaced money, it would tank their value.
確かにな。なぜデルガドがロックにいたことを知っている？
That one's simple. We monitored your ships heading down to the surface of Suvorov. In fact, when they returned to the key and you didn't immediately follow, well, we almost thought our operation was terminated.
なるほど。
Clever, Delgado. Very clever. If I were in your place, I'd be trying to do the exact same thing. We can't let Delgado get his hands on what could potentially turn out to be the largest haul of credits the Crimson Fleet's ever seen.
Maybe I should head out to New Atlantis, sir. I could press the Gal Bank execs for information. Get ahead of everything.
No. Let's allow this to run its course. We have our agent here feeding us information. I think that's good enough for now. There's more to this than just finding the location of the transport. Jasper Cricks was clever. For some reason, he never got there.
では予定通りに進める。デルガドを殺して話を終わらせられないのか？ジャスパー・クリスがレガシーを発見しないと分かる理由は？
Because the Crimson Fleet would be a totally different adversary, and Cricks wouldn't have disappeared years ago. Even if they hid the money with that damn human computer Shinya Voss, our forensic accounting people would have found that data. No, the Crimson Fleet are in dire shape right now. They haven't seen that much currency, well, ever.
では予定通りに進める。
It's imperative that you do. If the Crimson Fleet gets its hands on a transport full of currency, it would be disastrous for the settled systems. I need you to do whatever you can to bring us more information. And for God's sake, don't kill anyone on that Starliner. Both dismissed.
どうも。はい、ということで、そろそろお時間がやってまいりました。次回、この続きからやっていきましょう。この動画をお気に入りしましたら、ぜひチャンネル登録、高評価をお願いします。それではまたどこかでお会いしましょう。さよなら、さよなら、さよなら。なるきんばんさいでした。その席はよだれものだな。リーダー大変だね。ヘルメットかぶったら？ああ、宇宙戦争だな。あな意外と頑丈だな。取られたー。結構気にしてたんだな。言葉というものには責任が伴うんだよ。やれやれ、ただで帰れると思ってなかったな。なんだあれや聞いてないぞ害虫がひざまずけ